Alrighty, what's up guys? It's Gergen, and today I wanted to cover the new hero, which everybody obviously is going to be playing and checking out. And her name
I carry
is
my burdens
Illari.
alone.
This is what her animation looks like. Pretty sick. Let's start with her primary fire. So her primary fire is a kind of reverse charge weapon, where you shoot a shot, that little meter in the center of your screen builds up, and the longer you let it build up, the higher damage output you're going to do with the next shot. So a body shot is 75 damage, fully charged. So you can
It's just
3-tap
training.
squishies. That's a reload animation. And then a fully charged headshot is 110 damage. So you can 2-tap squishies with a full charged headshot 2 times in a row. Alright. Now I'm going to go over here to these bots, and I'll show you her alternate fire. Her alternate fire is basically, it's a laser beam. Alright, now that they've taken a bit of damage, I'm going to heal them with the right click. Look at how fast that is. I believe it is a 120 healing per second, compared to Zenyatta's ultimate, which is 300 healing per second, which is kind of insane to think about. However, just like her primary fire, she has a bit of a charge mechanic. So you see that yellow bar with the plus icon in the middle? That indicates how much healing meter she has left to use. And if she fully depletes it...
Can't help you. I'm recharging.
She said it herself. She can't help you till she recharges the whole thing. Yeah, the healing output is very high. So I'm excited to see what kind of upkeep potential she has with her healing, and how this is going to play out in the near future with the amount of healing she's able to do. It's kind of insane right now. Now we have her next ability, which is this. That is obviously a mobility skill. And what it does is she bursts her arms outwards. If you see it in third person, she does like a little twirl. What it does is it doesn't just boost you forward, but if you jump and look up, I believe... I don't know if you actually have to look up, but I think if you jump and do it at the same time, you can give yourself a little bit of an extra boost. I'm not very good with it myself, as she just came out, but you can give yourself a little bit of a boost upwards. What it also does, besides just letting you move around better, is if I go over to these bots over here, it doesn't operate just as a boost. It's a boop. You can boop enemies with this skill. And you saw the boop distance is pretty far. You can actually boop people off the map with this ability, I believe. And I think for a support, having that mobility and that boop potential is going to be really, really strong. I think she's going to be really good. Have good survivability because of this ability right now. Now her E, or her second ability, is this little...
Healing pylon out.
This little thing. This thing right here can stick to walls, it can stick to ceilings, and it can obviously stick to the floor. And what it does is, well, it's showing you right now. It'll select a teammate that is the lowest percentage of health, and it will heal them continuously in bursts. And the healing output of this thing is actually quite a bit. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but the healing output is very high on this thing. Now, it does have 150 HP, with 75 of it being recoverable shield. So, and you also, I'm going to place it in front of this bot. You can't heal it. You can't heal the pylon to give it HP back. Once it is destroyed, you have to wait 12 seconds to get it back as well. So you have to be kind of careful where you place it, as you cannot heal it, and you cannot recall it when it's being damaged, and once it is destroyed, you have to wait 12 seconds before you can get it back. It also has a bit of a startup, you saw. Like, when between the time you throw it, it lands, it activates. There's a bit of a delay in there, so you're not able to, like, react with it in case of healing. Down to the second, basically. You need to kind of have it already placed for it to be super useful. And you can also destroy it yourself.
Repositioning
And if you
pylon.
destroy it yourself without it having taken damage, you can immediately place it
near my
again.
pylon.
As long as the 8-second cooldown from throwing it has already passed. Now, if I destroy it now,
Near the
I still
pylon.
have to wait 2 seconds before I can get it again.
Healing pylon deployed.
And also, she's a simple 200 HP hero. No armor or shield or anything. And now what everyone probably is looking forward to is the potential for plays with this ability right here. Her ultimate ability.
I'm not here to play around.
Now, this ability is a bit complicated, so bear with me. When you launch her ultimate, or when you activate her ultimate, she flies up in the air, does her little voice line, and she puts that ball of energy into her gun, right? And that's the startup of it. When you shoot it, it does an AoE explosion on the ground, and then these enemies you see right here, those little marks above their head, that means they are marked. And when an enemy is marked, if you do enough damage to a marked enemy, I believe it is 100 damage to a marked enemy, they will explode. And the explosion that happens is an AoE explosion, area of effect. Meaning, if a target explodes, even after death, the explosion will chain on to another enemy next to them. And if they are marked, then that damage counts towards the damage threshold that needs to be met for them to be what's called sunburst as well. And so basically, what can happen is you shoot your ult in a group of people. You do 100 damage, he explodes, they explode, and it's kind of like a chain reaction, just depending on how many people are in a close area. And it can really... It also goes through barriers, but not walls. What gives this ability the potential it has is grouped up enemy teams. What you really want to see when you pop your ult is a bunch of people grouped up. Or that is going to give you the most value out of this ultimate, is hitting a group of people and marking multiple people in a small area. Now, I have played with her a bit, and using your ult on one enemy... Oh, I missed there, but... Let's test it out with this guy. Using your ult on one enemy and just having a big burst of damage
You underestimated me.
isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because it just kind of helps you kill a single target if you really need to kill a single target. So it's good against... It's really good against a group of enemies, but it's also just kind of good against one person. Now that we have covered her gun, her abilities, I wanted to just show you a few more niche things that I just thought were cool about this character. For one, her gun looks like it's straight out of Destiny. Two, her melee. Look at that melee. She doesn't even punch, she just slashes with her gun. That's sick. It still does normal 30 damage, like most other melees do, but it just looks cool. And yeah, I think that's it for the new hero, I believe. I wanted to point out one more thing. If you use your ultimate, while your ultimate is still technically quote-unquote active, you're able to still fly in the air after shooting the ball. And you're able to shoot from above and kind of fly around like Echo for a bit. I thought that was pretty neat. And also the range on her primary fire is about 35 meters. See there, I barely didn't kill him with 2 headshots. So
I won't hold back.
just below 35 meters. Alright, and here's just a quick look at the names of her abilities and the hero information right here. I wanted to show you this too. So her weapon is called the Solar Rifle. Her ultimate is called the Captive Sun. Her ability that launches you in a direction is called Outburst. And the technical term for the totem that she has is called the Healing Pylon. And for passives, she only has the support passive and nothing else, like Zenyatta with the kick or anything. And yeah, that's it for the new hero. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. And also, if you are interested in more videos like this one in the future, hit the subscribe button. I will be coming out with not just more videos in the future, but more videos like this one. It's actually in the very near future, I will be coming out with a video going over everything else that is new to the Season 6 patch aside from the new hero. I wanted to do the new hero specifically just by herself because I feel like a lot of people are really interested in this hero and I feel like she deserved her own video. So for the rest of the stuff involved in the Season 6 patch, please stay tuned and subscribe and to get notified whenever I upload that video. And yeah, other than that, hope you have a great rest of your day and thank you for watching.